Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there out of Kamara, 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Newton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. Stepping up, he's Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
That's the key.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
A 44-yard.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off play action, Newton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, Newton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Newton's pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Newton throwing again. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
But it's
one of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. An option run here for Cam. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jones now. Off play action. Rolling to his right. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Bourne came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Newton. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another New York Giants.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing, Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Newton now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, Don't worry, we got you to start things off.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate, let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A run for Kamara on 1st down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action. It's Newton. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Giants 18. Saints.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33-yard line. From the gun, Jones. This throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Jones operating from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sliding out of the pocket. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there. First down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They find some open field here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Graham Gano.
From 21 yards away. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Giants 32. Saints 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They fake the give. Newton. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To the air again, Newton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Off play action. Newton. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
The Saints first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Newton.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Brings up third down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.